Everybody, this recording for Refuah Shlema Benyamin Menachem Ben Yael and Chaya Yamit Bad Malka, and for Lavdi Lishmat Shlomo Ben Rivka. Today we want to talk about an episode that happened that's written down in the Book of Prophets by Shlomo HaMelech's life. We see over here Shlomo HaMelech, of course we all know King Solomon. He was so magnificent. He built the first temple. He did so much in his lifetime. He was the wisest of all men. But when it comes to prophets or any person that the Torah is talking about, God does not hide away from the fact, the failures that the person also had, and writes it down in the Torah so we can learn from it. And as magnificent as Shlomo HaMelech was, King Solomon, unfortunately, he one of the mistakes that he made is that he tried to rationalize some of the mitzvot, commandments in the Torah, and say that it shouldn't apply to me because I am very smart, and if God said don't marry too many wives, I could handle it, or don't become too rich, or what have you. He went against those with rationalizing that I could do it, and I could overcome the temptation. But in the last pasuk, the last verse that talks about his life, at the end of his life, he says that King Solomon was disfavored in the eyes of Hashem because he actually went against God's commandment not to take too many wives. It was the wives that took his heart away from his going after God like his father David did. We see from this how important it is, no matter how wise you are and how big you think you are, and rightly so, that God gave you the chokhmah, the knowledge, and you know a lot of Torah. But when He says something in the book of Torah, it's for everybody. There's no exceptions. Don't rationalize, but keep to the book, keep to the subject, and keep to the law, and be tamid with Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Go in the way that He said in the Torah, and don't go with what's going on with your own chokhmah, with your own knowledge, or my friends say this way, or maybe today's different. That is the cause of all destruction. And unfortunately, Shlomo HaMelech, that's the last verse that's written about him. And as our sages tell us, that whatever goes in the ending, that's what counts the most. Of course, he got his Gan Eden, and he's counted as one of the 48 prophets that we have. But nobody wants to end up with the last verse about his life, that God was disfavored by God. As Hashem, we should learn from this lesson not to rationalize when it comes to the commandments of God. Make the right decisions. If you have questions, you could ask the right rabbis, and also be favored all the time, especially at the end of one's life. Thank you.